Hey everyone, it's Hayden and Dylan here from Top Dog. In this video, we'll be giving you our top 5 tips on passing any test.
Now, whilst these skills are transferable, we'll be looking at these tips in the context of the Kent test, as that's the focus of most of the children who we tutor. On to our first tip, deduction. Deduction is getting rid of answers that you know are incorrect. The Kent test is a multiple choice examination, and for every question it gives you, there are 5 possible answers to choose from. Now, we know one of these answers is the correct one and will gain us a mark, but we also know that 4 are incorrect. Now, if we're not sure about a question, we can work backwards and eliminate silly answers. That means that when it comes to even guessing at the end, we have a higher chance of getting the mark. Let's take a look at an example. Option A, 12 kilometres. Far too long when measuring the length of a pen. We're going to get rid of that answer straight away. Option B, 3 metres. Just like option A, this distance is far too long. We're going to get rid of it immediately. Option C, 0.3 metres. Now, using conversion, I know that's the same as 30 centimetres, or a standard ruler. Whilst this isn't an ideal fit for my question, it may well be the closest answer that I've got, so I'm going to hold on to C for a second. Option D, 1.2 millimetres. Now, just like A and B, we're going to get rid of D straight away. It's far too small. That leaves us now with option E, 12 centimetres. I can make an educated choice between 2 answers, and I'm going to go for E. Deduction won't always be necessary for every question you face. If you know the answer, tick it off and move on. However, if you're looking to maximise your chances of getting a mark even when you're guessing, deduction is a key skill.
Our second tip is awareness. Awareness is an understanding of the test that you're about to sit. For example, the Kent test questions are designed in a way to catch you out. Let's take a look at a nice easy example. Emma loves eating fish and chips for dinner. Her next favourite meal is a Sunday roast. The question's asking us, what is Emma's favourite meal? Now, using deduction, straight away I can get rid of 3 of these answers. They're not even mentioned in the sentence, and I'm left with 2. Now, a lot of people now would fall into the trap of thinking the answer is a Sunday roast. This is because it's in the same sentence as the word favourite. But actually, using my awareness of how this is written, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and read the question again. Emma loves eating fish and chips. Her next favourite is a roast dinner. If her next favourite is the roast dinner, that can't be her favourite. Her favourite meal is fish and chips.
Tip 3 is pace. You must be aware of the time you have left in any exam situation. A mark is worth a mark, no matter how easy or hard the question is. If you're spending too long on a trickier section of a paper, you may well miss out on marks that you can easily pick up later on. Now, if you find yourself in this situation, my advice to you is to circle those trickier questions, get the marks later on, and then use the time left at the end to try and tackle those harder parts of an exam.
Tip number 4, structure. Familiarising yourselves with the layout and the structure of the paper that you're about to sit is really helpful. You can usually do this just by looking online and finding some practice papers. Let's have a look at the way the Kent test is broken down. Just understanding and knowing the different sections of this test will allow you to prepare and practice adequately at home.
And finally, tip 5, strategy. Once you understand the structure of the test you're taking, once you understand the pace that you've got to work at, and most importantly, your own strengths and weaknesses, you're going to start building up your very own strategy to reach your potential. For example, in the Kent test, in the English section of test 1, I know that it's broken up into reading comprehension and spelling, punctuation and grammar. My strength is in the second half of this English test, and my weakness is working through comprehension quickly. So what am I going to do as part of my strategy? I'm going to start in the second half of the test and go through the SPAG first. That way I pick up quick, easy marks and I'm left with the reading comprehension which I can work through at what I know is a slower pace but having banked those easy marks earlier. That's how I will reach my potential in a test situation.
Thank you for watching our video. We really hope that our top 5 tips on passing any test has helped you out today.
If you have any burning questions about something you've seen in the video or want some extra information about the Kent test, please feel free to drop us a comment down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.